In the last video, we went through Audio Suite, and Audio Suite is a bit of a destructive process where you choose to render that file with that effect from whatever plugin you're using. What you might want to do instead is use real-time plugins that allow you to change the automation and the sound and the settings as you go. I've already got one in place on our inserts. This is where we find our plugins. Just click on a blank one. We can go through and we can choose our settings. So we'll go a compressor there. And this is great because we can have multiple different plugins open and we can be tweaking them as we go. Whereas with Audio Suite, we're choosing one plugin and we're rendering one thing from that plugin. That's it, committed. We can tweak this as we go and we can automate this as we go. Some little shortcuts while we're here. If you hold down Alt and drag any plugin to another insert slot, it will duplicate it, and that works across channels as well. If you hold down Command and click or Control and click, it will mute the plugin. Now be wary that if you've got mute automated and you do this whilst you're playing and you've got an automation mode on, you will record that data of turning a mute on and off. So just be wary of that. We can control that in the automation box. So none of these controls are currently being automated. I can add them and now they can be automated when we do any recording. So I can turn that off. Now a quick way of arming everything in your plugin for automation is just to hold down Control Alt and Command or Control Alt and Windows on a PC and just click this little box here. And we'll see that's turned all of the settings off for automation. And I click it again, they'll all go red, ready to record any automation that you want. So that's quickly getting your plugins ready for recording and automating. You can of course click on a single control and with the same three modifiers held, Control Alt and Command, Control Alt and Windows, click and you can choose whether that control is possible for automation. So you can go through and be very specific about what you can and can't automate. And we can check that in this little window here. Ratio and master bypass have been selected. So that's automation there. Another thing about inline or real-time effects are this little window itself. If I move down one track using the colon button, you'll see that that plugin has just disappeared. Now there's a way of keeping these windows open. You can click this little box here and it'll remove the target functionality that Pro Tools has. Now as I move up and down, that stays open. You can also do this by holding down Shift and clicking on the plugin itself and it will open without target mode on. If I open another one, we'll see that this has target mode on, so as I move up and down, it disappears. So that's keeping your real-time plugins open. Now, a question I often get asked when I'm teaching people to mix or to edit audio, they ask, how much compression should I use? How much EQ should I use? How much limiting should I use? And there's one simple answer to this. It's listen to where you've come from before moving on. And that's where something like using the compare functionality in your plugin is really useful, or just turning it on and off. If you're using a compressor, do a little bit, turn it off, turn it back on. If you can hear the difference, great. If you can hear the difference and it's good, even better. If you can hear the difference and it's worse, go back, start again, and move back and forth. Same with EQ, same if you're adding reverb to things, same if you're trying to limit things or you're trying to add some saturation. Doesn't matter what the plugin is, A/B, turn it on and off and work out if it is the sound that you want. There's no right or wrong way to use these. You can overdrive them and it still sound good if that's what you want, right? So remember to A/B. You can save your settings if you want to quickly go back to them. There's no real excuse. You can cycle through presets by using the plus and minus. So those are real-time plugins. You'll see now as I play from here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See the compressors all working. I've given the worst clip there to demo, me singing, but there we go. That is real-time plugins.